Beautiful, man.
Yo, live and direct.
Put it in perspective.
We in the mix.
The Yankees ain't in the mix. And why you got this banner up already, bro? Take that shit off, bro. Take that shit off until it's official.
Out of respect.
Bro,
Sorry.
yes. Damn, disrespectful Mets fans. Oh, shit. Stanton hit a home run. Oh, shit. You hear me?
Yeah, mine is delayed. Yo, we here putting in perspective, live and direct. Bmad.
Bmad is mad.
Yeah,
Bmad is mad. Bmad is living up to his name right now.
Bmad.
The Yankees, fucking Garrett Cole, and I said it. I tweeted about it. It's the tale of two Coles. What he gives us is he going to be the Cy Young winner, or is he going to be the guy that's been shaky the last 2 or 3 starts? And that's what we got. I know he was out with the COVID. He's a little banged up. He's battling a little injury too, but he had nothing tonight. You're our ace. We pay you $36 million a year. You're supposed to go more than 2 innings. 2 fucking innings? I don't mean to curse on here. But 2. Wow. Down our last out. Gallo just gave it a ride. It's 2-6 Boston. But man, Garrett Cole, man, you got to pitch better than that. You cannot play in a big game like this and give us only 2 innings. That's the difference right now. Because the momentum shifted. The momentum was taken. You're at Fenway. You gave this crowd something to cheer about. You got them active in the game. Once they hit that Xander Bogaerts hit that 2-run shot, I was like, uh-oh. It's going to be a long night.
They took him out at the right time. I like Boone. I think Boone has done the best he can do. I like the lineup change. How did you feel about it? I know you told me this afternoon. Yo, Judge is batting second. They got Stanton.
Nathan Eovaldi was lights out. And the Red Sox gave up. The whole pitching staff gave up no walks to the Yankees. No walks. No walks.
But how'd you feel about the lineup announcement?
I ain't feel that bad about it. I mean, of course, he had Rizzo lead off. He's been leading off. Judge was in the 2 spot. I thought it was weird. Because usually is LeMahieu usually leads off. Then they probably have Rizzo. Then Judge probably bats third. But LeMahieu's been out. It wasn't much of a lineup change. Anything that really bothered me. I know Higashioka, who's the catcher for the battery mate for Garrett Cole. He was in place of Gary Sanchez, which I actually felt like he was hitting better than Gary Sanchez the last several weeks of the season. So I'm not even mad about that. Gary Sanchez eventually did come in the game as a pinch hitter for him. But other than that, man, they had to work with who they had to work with. Andrew Velasquez, the rookie, he had to play shortstop because Gio Urshela's banged up, so they had him at third. And it is what it is, man. Boone did a good job to me, man. He worked what he had. He worked with what he worked with. The Yankees just the starting pitching was really let down. And of course, they weren't hitting, but Eovaldi just looked lights out, man. It was his revenge game from last weekend, the weekend prior, when the Yankees came up to Fenway and they rocked them. So, yeah, this has been the Yankee season, man. They're streaky. They it's like that. When I was on the Michael K show, I got on there. I was like, yo, it's like it's up and down. It's like a roller coaster. Like they give you, they make you pissed off at them, and then they pull you right back in on some Michael Corleone and the Godfather shit. So Here's what it is, man.
Yeah,
I'm actually taking this better than what I thought. I'm really pissed right now, bro.
I think even for me, like the older you get, like I said, I got back into baseball this year, and when I was watching the Mets, I'm just like, I don't know what you guys. And initially, when the season started, I'm like, all right, this feels magical. But then as the season went on, I'm just like, the wheels started falling off, and I kind of managed my expectations, like all that stuff about like I'm not 14 years old, bro, and neither are you. So for you, it's just like if we're streaky, how do you expect to win a World Series unless you get hot right now? Like the St. Louis Cardinals right now are really hot right now. So for them to win is not a shock because they just got on a hot streak. But the Yankees to go hot, 13 wins in a row, and then from there they went 2-11. That's just who they are, like you said. And then I like the lineup change what Boone did. You're gonna give once you get one or two hits, which they're more than likely gonna do. That means that Judge and Stanton are gonna get extra at bats. Speaking of Judge and Stanton, the
Yo,
the third base coach waving him around after first of all, Stanton almost hit a home run in the first inning. So
he
that
almost hit 2 home runs.
Right in the first. Oh, right, because they were both. Oh, he hit monster. Stanton was smacking every ball.
He hit a home run just now.
Right. So, his last at bat, he hit a home run. But that first at bat, he almost hits a home run. His second time up, Judge beats out a throw, running to first base. Love that. I love to see that effort. And then Stanton smacks another one. It turns into a double. The third base coach we see on the replay waves Judge home. Are you mad at that? Are you mad at that?
Yes, I am. Yes.
One out, by the way.
Because as Judge and A-Rod pointed it out on the broadcast, when Judge rounded second, Phil Nevins had a clear shot view of where that relay throw was going to be. He could have held Judge up. Mind you, it's 1 out. We're trying to win this game. You don't take that risk and get that second out at the plate, and you're at Fenway. You're giving momentum back to the home crowd. If Judge gets on the third base and there's 1 out, we're still in the game. We still have a chance. The game, the momentum shifts there. Who knows what happens on that next at bat when Rizzo, even though Rizzo, he's like a damn automatic out anyway, but you never know. I'd rather have the chance of Judge staying on third, preserving that out, giving us another shot, more chances on base to try to break the game open. And that was the momentum shift right there. The minute I seen Judge come around and they got him out, that shit broke my heart, man, because I had a feeling. I was like, I felt like that was it. That was our shot. That was our chance.
I just couldn't be mad at it. You ended up scoring 2 runs.
Go Mariners.
That's hilarious. Boston scored 6. They were hot from beginning to they were not hot, but they were hitting. They were on point. They were smacking Cole up because they got warmed up with a pitcher up there, your best pitcher. So now their momentum is and confidence is up. Judge rounding second was my issue. When he went to second base, why is he stalling? Same thing with Stanton with that shot in the first inning.
That could have been a double.
Right.
He thought it was a home run.
Because he's used to just to doing that.
The last time he was there, he hit 2 of them.
Yeah, 3. He damn near hit 3 tonight. So that's really part of the problem with this whole new era. When we were talking about it earlier in the year, do we like the whole showing off thing too much? Is it sometimes it's just like when in football, too many first downs, people want to just do this hand signal like they're like a throwback Indian or a throwback Native American. What are you doing? Go back to the huddle. So with this, game is on the line. There really is no time to these celebrations or to make these little mistakes.
All right. Parker is saying, are Yankee fans Jets or Giants fans? I guess he's saying, are you guys Yankee fans, Jets, or Giants fans? Well, obviously, I'm the Yankees fan. Yes, I am a Jets fan with the paper bag on. But when I do root for them. But I know my boy Ray, he can speak for himself. Tell you,
I'm a Giants fan. I'm a Giants fan and a Mets fan. Go Mariners. That's just ironic. That's he's being funny. Parker, or he or she. I'm not sure if Parker's there.
Damn, Carl Schwarber hit a bomb off Cole. That shit was.
He's been killing New York. This guy's a New York killer.
Schwarber. Yeah, he came from the Cubs, not the Nationals. I mean, you was talking about that earlier.
Well, he was on the Nationals this year.
He were? Kyle Schwarber?
He
He
wasn't
got
on the
traded
Nets
from the
team?
Cubs.
Oh, I'm my
Nah.
bad. Because they both
Yeah,
unloaded their teams. Right.
yeah.
So he smacked us up. He had 10 home
Yeah,
runs against us.
he smacked the Mets up. Yeah.
Okay, so I knew he was a monster. And
Mhm.
but like I was saying with Judge round in third, I thought that his biggest mistake was getting to second base and he was stalling just like Judge. You can't stall like that. You got
Can't.
to hustle the whole time. And I just wasn't mad at that.
Fuck,
Because look, you
man.
don't end up scoring any more runs. There was nothing else that was competitive about the game. Nothing.
Nothing.
Even
And
this.
the sixth inning was the shot. The sixth inning was where the game changed. I mean, for the Yankees, that's when they had their chance.
Do you
If you
think
had any chance of
Severino
winning,
was the
what?
sixth inning?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think
What about
Severino
Sevy?
pitched too long, or maybe that was Aaron Boone's only mistake? But I can't even. I didn't feel like.
I'm not even mad about that
Yeah.
because Sevy's been doing good. That's his first, bro. Since he's been back, I think that's like his second walk that he issued, or it might have been his first. He issued that walk, and just giving up that hit to was it Verdago? Who was it who gave up the double to? But I'm not mad at that, man, because Sevy was doing his thing, man. And I guess Boone was just following suit. He had success with going with, giving 2 innings apiece to his bullpen. And what much more can you ask for, man? I mean, I don't really put it on the bullpen. They did what they can. I really put a lot of blame on Garrett Cole and then the mishaps running around, the mishap with Judge and Phil Nevins. That changed the game.
I just seen the replay again. That throw, the bounce off the wall. I think the third base coach is looking at how the left fielder was playing the ball, and he didn't realize the center fielder was going to grab it like that. That was a bounce throw from the center fielder to the second baseman.
Bro.
This guy Judge was inches away from the second run, inches away from sliding into home plate.
Nah, bro, he was out by a mile, man.
You got to
watch, bro. Come on, son.
when the tag is applied to when Judge is about to slide to,
bro.
His hand is inches away from that plate.
Ray, when was not Vasquez, who was it? Behind the plate, Pilecki. When he caught the ball, Judge wasn't even in the picture.
Okay, but Judge is
out by a mile.
He's out. He's 6'5",
and he's not that fast. That's why they should have held him at third, bro. He had time. Phil Nevins had time to hold up that call.
I just don't think it's the most aggressive thing that you had to be aggressive. They scored 2 runs.
No,
they scored 2 runs.
If they're the home team and they're up, they're winning. Okay, be aggressive. But you need every out is valuable. Clearly, we've seen that tonight. Every out is valuable. They should have preserved that, man. It'd have been 1 out, 2 on, second and third. It's a different game, man. That you getting that 2 outs at the plate, the momentum, the crowd's into it. You get that out at home on Aaron Judge, bro. I was in here pissed, cursing at the TV, bro. You don't want to see me. It's crazy to see me when I watch Yankee games or the Nets games in the playoffs, man. I'm a totally different person, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I guess congrats to Boston, but
Boston.
I can't wait till one of them gets tweaks their back doing that stupid cart home run victory, home run. What do you call it? Home run celebration when they push each other in the cart in the bullpen, the dugout. What is that Mario Kart nonsense?
Yeah, man, that's their thing, man. Everybody got their own thing now. The Blue Jays got the home run jacket.
That's cool.
The Red Sox got the cart.
That stupid Mario Kart thing. I can't wait for me to get an injury off that. So they play Tampa Bay next, right?
Yeah, Boston plays Tampa on Thursday.
And then we got the Dodgers and
Tampa's gonna kill Red Sox.
I can't see them winning. Tampa's up and down.
Tampa's just too good. Their lineup from 1 to 9 is, and they got speed.
Best ERA in the league, second highest runs per game,
and they lost like 3 of their main pitches. Man, Morton, they lost. Who else did they lose? Damn, who else they lost? They lost 2 other pitches, and they still maintained the success they had last year. they're clearly the favorites to go to represent the AL for the World Series. To me, even if the Yankees would have won this game, Tampa would have been tough to overcome, man. Like the Yankees just did not have starting pitching. And after Cole and what Cole did tonight, there was no chance we would beat someone like Tampa, let alone we beat the Red Sox, But
AL East is clearly the best division.
Absolutely.
I was comparing that earlier because the Dodgers and the Giants and the Rays, they're all pretty much equal. But then you have the Yankees, the Red Sox, and Toronto. If there was ever like an AL of like a tour of each division, that's the toughest division to go through because all teams are competitive. So I mean that's and they won 9, they all won, and they were all in the playoff hunt. They were all right there. So that's another thing too, is taking a toll on each other. I mean, Toronto, I think, was probably the most fun team to watch if you get to watch them on like MLB.
Definitely. I kept my eye on Toronto, of course.
Yeah. But I think the Dodgers play the Cardinals tomorrow. I think I got them over the Cardinals. I don't see the Cardinals bats waking up. I like that third baseman. I didn't realize he was available for the Mets, and they should have got him. The one from Colorado.
Who's that?
Arenado, something like that. This guy's like 9 straight gold gloves. And
he stayed in Colorado?
No, the Cardinals traded for him. And when we played them, I was like, yo, who's this guy? You can always tell when Keith Hernandez talks about a player, especially defensively, he don't give it up to anybody like that. He said, yo, that guy's a vacuum cleaner at third base.
Nolan Arenado.
Amazing third baseman. With that, if we would have had him there, but anyway, they're getting hot right now. But I just can't see them beating it. The Dodgers are really good. I thought they got screwed over in that Giants series, like I said before. Mookie Betts, they call it a silly strikeout call. He struck out looking. It was just silly. But I thought they played better. I was way more scared of the Dodgers when the Mets were playing them than the Giants. It's almost like the Giants. I don't know who the hell is who. I know not Trey Turner. Crawford. Crawford is good, and of course, Posey came back.
But if we're gonna talk about anyone being streaky, it's the fucking Giants. They overcame. They had them predicted to win at least 78 games this year. What they did, the run they went on, it felt like they didn't lose like the last half of the season. Like they lost a few games here and there, but it felt like Giants won again. It was a running joke on like sports radio or Sports Center or Fox Sports 1. Like the Giants, they won. What else is new? It's amazing what they've done. They've definitely overachieved, and it'll be fascinating to see where they go, man. But it's crazy that the Dodgers, for even with their record, they're in a wild card game, 1-game wild card. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now they play St. Louis, and anything can happen in that game. Max Scherzer can throw an egg up there, and then, who knows what can happen.
They might get rid of that rule soon too. Like it should be the teams with the best, win loss record. Put them in order, like in basketball, as opposed to in baseball. I guess the difference is in the NBA is divided by East and West, and in baseball, I don't know why they can't have that. You just have these teams with the best records, put them in order in that way. And that way we don't have the Dodgers playing the Cardinals. You don't want, you're risking the Dodgers being eliminated in one game as opposed to having the best version of a league championship series that you could possibly have. Why? It's all about money anyway. Why the hell would you do that?
I miss the days of when the wild card was a series. Like, of course, we got the classic, the Yankees and Mariners in '95. The Yankees and Red Sox in the wild card series.
But that would have been back then was only 2 series, right?
No, it was 3. You had the wild card round, then you still had the ALDS, and then you still had the ALCS. So it was 3 rounds, and then you go to the World Series.
Because remember, there was only like two. What do you call it? 2 divisions.
Yeah, they split it up. Not too long ago. Yeah, it used to be like it was just the AL East, and it was the ALOS. It really wasn't the cent. Was it? Nah, was it a Central?
No,
It wasn't a Central, right? Yeah, yeah. And then eventually, yeah, they broke it up, and then they put the Astros in the AL West. Like Astros win the National League, and they okay.
But they were in the Central Division when they were in the National League. They weren't in the West in the National League. That's the crazy part.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and even back then, that's why the Braves are. If I'm not mistaken, the Braves used to be in the NL West. If I'm not mistaken, they were in the NL West. But I looked this up.
They were always in. No.
Yeah, it was
in the 90s.
Yeah, in the 80s, like before the 90s, it was going in.
All right, that might be right. Let me look that up. The Braves. You said they were in the NL West?
Yeah, West Division.
Yup.
This just threw me off because it says from East Division from 94 to present. Okay, West Division from 1969 to 93. Oh, okay, got it. Until 1993.
Yeah, it was prior to like the strike.
The strike change. That's when they brought in the wild card after the strike.
Yeah.
Yep. Spruce things up. I remember that because they played Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh was big time with Barry Bonds and Bobby Bonilla. That's why we signed Bobby Bonilla. That's crazy. That Bobby Bonilla contract is crazy.
That contract is gangster,
bro. There's a video out on this that explains it even further. I forgot all the beef that Bonilla had with the Mets. Oh my god, because his contract really isn't like. There's a bunch of players with that kind of contract. But it's just the fact that it's him that got the last laugh against the Mets.
Yeah.
And then, because they have a real hatred for each other. But I guess he got over it because he did a commercial recently this year that was
They're
fun.
Paying him until, was it 2035?
Something like that. $1 million a year. Yeah. That's amazing. Shout out to that Shiesty Bronx mother lover.
Shout out to that dude, bro. That is amazing. We always talk about that shit. It's always ill to me.
It's a running joke. You got to run with it. But the Braves, they're a tough call for me. So I like them, but against the Giants, they're
not beating the Giants. Yeah,
no, but they got some hot bats. Freeman is really good. Aaron
Freeman,
is it Austin Riley or Aaron? I think it's Austin Riley. I know it's Steve Riley, the third baseman. Turned around this year. I don't think they expected him to be that good this year, but he was on a major hot streak this year, and he was smacking home runs left and right. And Soler is big time. What's really going to be good for them? I'm scared of them because they got a lineup. That mother loving GM Alex Ontopoulos, that Greek god. Again, it's what you want in a team, right? Stability. That guy, that's his third year in the league running the Braves. That's all you want, to have Acuna to come back to that squad.
Yeah, but the fact that he's hurt, that's another thing that's gonna hurt them.
It's an ACL tear, right?
Yeah, he's been out. He's gonna be out until next year.
So we got the Dodgers and Giants in the NL Championship.
Yes, it's gonna come down to those two.
Who do you have in the AL? Because the White Sox, I didn't watch enough of. I can't even lie to you.
Oh, I think Houston's going to beat the White Sox
easily.
I don't think the White Sox have a chance. I ain't gonna say easily. I'll give them a game, five game series. I think Houston wins that. I think it's gonna be. I see it going to maybe 4 games.
I gotta see if Dusty Baker and La Russa will actually scrap this time. Do you know how old?
I forgot about
that. Do you know how old Tony La Russa is?
Bro, the dude's like damn near 80.
He used to manage Dusty Baker. That's how old
Tony La Russa is. But they hate each other.
I don't think they hate each other. They started off mad cool. The reason why he's managing is because of Tony La Russa, Dusty Baker. I just seen a whole video on this. I5 just the older I get, the more I realize I'm just a geek. I'm just a geek about stuff. And Dusty Baker, there was always something about Dusty Baker teams that to me they were always going to fall short. Like no disrespect to him, I don't know why. He coached a lot of teams. He always coaches them great.
Those Giants teams with Barry Bonds and
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Yeah. But he's coached so many teams. Like he knows baseball. You could tell he knows baseball. And he's just one of them. Damn, it's just one of those old guys. You just like, damn, he's still around. I couldn't believe it. He was still around. When I saw Albert Pujols still playing, I was like, yo, what is going on?
Yeah,
he can't even make it to first base.
Yeah, man, he. Albert, I mean, I love to see it though. I see he's trying to chase the home run record. He's trying to get to 700, but he's not gonna make it. I think he's like maybe 30 short, something like that. I know he's like 670 or something like that. I know he's not far off, but I give him like another season. He got to call it a wrap, man.
You might need to sit his ass down for the playoffs. So you got also Tampa versus Houston. You said in the AL Championship.
Yep. And I see Tampa winning that. So I just see Tampa going all the way.
Who do you have? You think Tampa?
I think Tampa might win. I give don't be surprised if it's Tampa and the Dodgers. I can see Tampa surprising a lot of people.
Yeah. The only thing is, like you said, they're missing their 3 main starting pitchers.
Yeah, I mean they gave up 3 main starting pitchers, and they just look the same. They still, one. Damn, I forgot this kid's name. Let me Google it. I don't want to not say his name. He's one of their main pitchers. He gave the Yankees problems. But yeah, the Braves are just loaded. They're just loaded, man. They just have a good, solid baseball team, well balanced, top to bottom, pitching staff, their lineup, and they're like a $60 million payroll.
and the top farm system in the league. What are we talking about right now? How can you get any better than that? And that's what I'll be saying about with Steve Cohen and the Yankees and shit. Like, we're still gonna like follow you no matter what. Why don't you just do what Tampa does and save the money and everything? Anyway, the Brewers are kind of scary. They got the best bullpen. They just lost a middle reliever though. They just lost somebody from the bullpen. Who did the Brewers get hurt?
I don't know. Hold on.
Brewers pitcher injury. Delvin Williams. He fractured his hand punching the wall. That's what it was. Unbelievable. They got the best bullpen in the league. And one of your best. Now, he's not just like a schlep coming out of the bullpen. This guy's great. Punches a wall. What the hell is wrong with you? You're a pitcher. These people are crazy. Did you hear the story about how do you say the starting pitcher's name for Boston? That just pitched tonight?
Oh, Evaldi? Nathan Evaldi.
That his agent called him. His agent called him 4 years, $68 million. He was like, "What are you doing right now?" He's like, "I'm putting up Christmas
lights on my roof."
He said, "Can you go get somebody to do that for you, please? Like, you got $17 million a year coming up."
And you know what's crazy about Evaldi? Because the Yankees had him, and he sucked for us years ago. He fucking sucked. Every time he pitched, it was like he was giving up hits. It was like, oh man, that's why they got rid of him. And then he developed like 2 or 3 more pitches. The dude has 5 pitches in his arsenal. And he went to Boston and he becomes this lights out pitcher. The last 2 starts against the Yankees, he pitched like 12 in the third innings, and he's only given up two runs in the playoffs in the postseason. That's sick.
That sounds like
he owns the Yankees. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, but it's also what sometimes they make you do. Like, everybody can't be Pedro. And even Pedro, if I look back on it, he didn't use all 5 of those pitches in his arsenal. And you know what I mean? So sometimes you do a little too much, even though nowadays it's nothing but like either high heat or and change ups nowadays. So when you see somebody like the Wainwrights of the world are almost alien like. So Marty brought him up for that, and I forgot why I brought him up because of the he was changing the Christmas lights, and this guy from the Brewers punched the damn wall. So they have a scary bullpen, but I like what you said with Tampa Bay. They're just all around going to be better, and they feel like it feels like it would make sense the way you said it that Tampa would play the Giants because the Giants have so many sleepers. You don't know who the hell is who. I'm sure they know because they're the professional team, but the Dodgers have monsters to me. They just have monsters. White Will, another white. There's like 3 White Will Smiths in the league, and their little White Will Smith, the catcher, buried us.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the video.
Oh my god, he looks like he's my size. He just anyway. They just have monsters on that team. I think the Dodgers.
Listen, if the Dodgers play consistent and Matt Scherzer and Clint Kershaw, like if they pitch great and then the Dodgers are hitting, they're gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah,
but man, don't sleep on the Giants, man. I can easily see the Giants and Tampa Bay in the World Series.
I think it's gonna be a fun playoffs.
I'm not watching any of it. My playoff watching stops tonight.
I like to learn.
Fuck the Red Sox. Fuck the Tampa Bay.
I want to see who's who, man. I'm into that. I want to see who's who when the money's on the line. Remember, you might sign one of these guys. Yo, Schwarber's a free agent.
Yeah, but I don't see the Yankees getting him.
A lefty? He's a DH.
We're too loaded, man. I mean, who are you going to get rid of?
True. As in Rizzo's a free agent.
The Yankees going to keep Rizzo. Gallo's gone. They're not keeping Gallo.
Okay.
He's a liability.
Rizzo's
a platinum glove. Like literally, I forgot they even gave those out. He's a fucking platinum glove at first base.
What does platinum glove mean? 10-time winner?
No, he's just fucking nice at first base, man. Like,
how do you go above gold glove?
I gotta look into that because when I heard it, I was like, all right, why they call him platinum glove? And I found out, I'm like, that's an actual thing.
Yeah,
look it up. Like, how the fuck did he get that? But now he's clearly the Yankees' first baseman next year. Luke Voigt's gone. He's already on the 60-day IL. He's not coming back. I don't see them keeping Voigt. Gallo's gone. They're not keeping. He's a strikeout liability. I get it. He's great for the short porch, but he strikes out way too much. He was an automatic out these last several games. I hate to say it. Gary Sanchez is gone. Tonight might have been his last at bat as a Yankee.
Why do you hate to say it?
Because it's like a love-hate relationship with Gary. Because you know when he's hot. Like he can hit. You can see what he does when he hits home runs and he gets on base. But behind the plate, he's bad with the pass balls and wild pitches. Like getting in front of the ball and stopping it. But him throwing out runners, he's always been good. He's one of the best in the league in the last several years since like 2017. He's been one of the best at that, but he's just too inconsistent, man. And his batting average has been getting lower and lower like every year. I mean, this year he did good, but the Yankees not keeping him, man. Yeah, I can see Gary Sanchez being gone.
So a platinum glove is actually awarded by the fans. And it has to be chosen it's the one player out of the 9 Gold Glove winners from each division that are chosen by the fans. And Rizzo was 2016. Nolan Arenado, who I just spoke about, bro, has 4 in a row.
Platinum gloves?
Yes. And the Mets
he's 4 times platinum.
Platinum.
Multi-platinum.
Sit on my wrist. When I tell you, when you watch him at third base,
he's a vacuum.
Yeah, who's at third base? Oh my God, that I used to love watching. It wasn't Cal Ripken. Who am I thinking of? He was on St. Louis before. Scott Rowland was great. That's who
Scott
Scott
Rowland, yes,
Rowland was
Scott
amazing.
Rowland, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now this guy replaced Scott Rowland. So the Cardinals just always find somebody. Yeah. So he's a. And last year was Alex Gordon with Kansas City on the American League. Matt Chapman for Oakland. Lindor got one. I know he got a couple of goals.
Francisco.
They were talking about getting Manny Machado or Korea or whatever. I'll get into that.
Yo, wait, hold on. I know this is not MLB related.
Yeah.
But Urban Meyer, bro. You heard about this shit?
Let's talk about him. I'm trying to find out what's the big deal. He just had a ball with a girl.
Well, yeah, apparently, and he tried to deny it, and he was saying how, yo, he canceled the team meetings, he canceled practice, he did all of this because this video guy came out, and dudes, the locker room, they're pissed about it. The players, he's lost to the locker room, man. Guys are not like, I don't see Urban Meyer making it out of this season, bro.
He canceled all these things because the tape came out.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a grown man. What is wrong with him?
And that's the problem. And yeah, one of the players, to a source said that, yeah, he canceled all the meetings. Like something along the lines of what you just said. And dudes was like, we don't care. Like, why would you cancel practice because of this video? Because Shorty was dancing with him at the bar and all this other stuff. And he tried to deny it. And it was,
weird, what's funny? Does this guy like pay attention to pop culture? They would have been like the fact that you can't walk in there and just apologize, maybe smile, like I understand that the whole thing. I don't want to bring up Trump, but when Trump said locker room talk, obviously it was a little crazy, but dudes. They're gonna make fun of you for whatever whatever was embarrassing, whatever you think is embarrassing, and you deal with it. Especially something like that.
Yeah,
especially something
like that.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was throwing her in the air. Like the video I saw.
But isn't he married?
He could be. How many of these NFL dudes are married? I mean, then again, he's like.
No, but he's a coach. He's Urban Meyer, bro.
He's college. He's 60 years old. That's the problem, bro. You ain't supposed to be doing that. So you're done.
Nah, bro.
Go home.
About that.
Rub your ring.
I think it's about the age.
Go rub your ring, Urban Meyer. Don't stop or rub one out. What are you doing? You didn't see what he was doing? That's the problem. Where his hands were when she was grinding on him. Where his hands were on the bar stool. Urban Meyer is a freaky dude.
Well, the owner said Urban Meyer must regain our trust and respect after inexcusable conduct. Son.
Inexcusable. It's inexcusable for somebody to record that, by the way. Mind your business, people. What is wrong with you?
Cut it out. You forgot what time we living in. Everything.
Hold on.
Oh, that's Urban Meyer at the bar.
Yes. But if you are the only reason why this is if I'm a Giants fan, what's the judge? His name is Joe Judge. Our coach is Joe Judge. If I see that dude at the bar, I'm recording him with a girl. You know why? Because I don't want him there. Dave Gettleman, I'm recording you, Dave Gettleman. I'm snitching on you. Hate to break it to you. I want you off my team. That's the only reason I can think of.
I'm watching the
video. You see what I see.
And it's not his wife, bro. He's married.
She's clearly not his wife. But that's the only reason why you would do that. Did this happen in Jacksonville?
No, in Ohio. The Buckeye State.
That's why. He's not a Buckeye coach, right? What was he coaching? Florida?
Yeah, Florida and
not Alabama. I forgot the other team. That's why, because he used to whoop their ass. He made a lot of enemies whooping ass. What are you doing, Urban Meyer?
Matter of fact, he was the coach for the Buckeyes.
Was he?
Yeah, when what's his name was there? What's the running back, man? Who went down and out? Back in the day, man.
Oh, not the one who went to jail? Maurice Claret?
Yeah. It was a Claret. He was Maurice Claret's coach, wasn't he? Hey,
Yo,
Damn, son, this is bad.
he looked bad with he Urban Meyer. Go to your corner. Go to the corner. He's done with. He's done.
Oh my god.
Speaking of funny,
Anyway,
did you get to
yeah, I
watch
didn't.
Chappelle?
I'm gonna watch it tonight to cheer myself up from the Yankee loss. I feel like it just called deja vu. I feel like we did this before. The Yankees losing, the Red Sox and Nathan Eovaldi celebrating from the dugout. I've seen this shit before. And we talk about Chappelle. There's definitely dimensions. There's another dimension, bro.
You had deja vu. You said
Yes, sir. Yes, I did.
if
This
if I'm
fucking Red Sox. Ugh.
if I'm just being first off the first watch, I think Chappelle is relying too much on like shock value, and it's not really
It's
that
not that
funny.
good.
To me. It's not good. I'm hearing the
Okay.
crowd laugh. I'm like, that wasn't that funny.
Yeah, I think maybe at that point where, all right, because it's Chappelle, I'm gonna laugh. You know how
Yeah,
people just like, oh yeah, it's Chappelle. Like Chappelle can walk on stage and make faces and
yeah.
cut the shit, people.
He's at that point where you have a tickle me Elmo laugh like you just made, but but even like Kevin Hart's last. I mean, I was never a big Kevin Hart fan.
No, that Kevin Hart that shit was just fucking terrible. I was like this.
I thought they were. I thought he's been like that for his last 6 comedies. His first though after he had Seriously Funny and the one right after that, and after that,
Seriously funny.
Seriously Funny is really funny.
Classic. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what started. Started it off. And then the two after that, I actually went to see the two after that live. What was that? The one after Seriously Funny.
Don't laugh at my pain.
Was it Laugh at My Pain? Laugh at My Pain was the one with the flames, right at Madison Square Garden. I was there. I was like maybe like 10 rows. I was on the floor. Me and Sally. And it was the one before that though. I seen in Long Island. Damn, what was the name of that one? We was talking about his pops. Y'all gonna learn today. That shit. Bro, seeing that live. Oh my god, yo, bro, I was crying.
But he got punchlines, and that's how I felt what Chappelle was doing recently. He just had punchlines, and it was just like it's not. He was leaning into a lot of the gays. You gonna see a lot of like gay jokes, the LGBTQTs, kind of arguing with them a little too much.
I heard about that.
I don't care what your content is. There's a couple of times where he does pull off something that like you're not supposed to be able to say that, and he's able to say it because he's Chappelle and he's a genius like that with words. But it was too much shock for me. I just didn't laugh. Like he made rape jokes that were funny. Like you just can't do that. Nobody's able to, like, you have to have balls and then be smart enough and witty enough to pull that off. I watched it again to make sure I'm not bugging, but I know about halfway and I was like, this ain't even funny. So I hope you get to watch it. That was my
I'm definitely check it. I seen the comments on Twitter. People talking about the gay jokes, trans jokes, and stuff like that. There's a few people with some outrage, but I'm like, all right, let me sit down and watch this so I can get my thoughts on it. I'll wait. I was trying to avoid all the people posting clips and all that shit. I'm like, boy, here we go.
I didn't know it was out till somebody hit up Kill earlier on Twitter, and they were like, "Yo, Kill, you gotta watch the new Chappelle." I'm like, "Oh, it's out." I didn't know that. I just saw the commercial with Morgan Freeman that was mad funny.
Yeah. Can you shut the fuck up, Morgan Freeman?
Morgan Freeman finally looks old.
Yeah, right.
He looks really old.
He's up there, man.
Oh
man.
You wanna vent about the Nets and Kyrie? You got the energy for that?
Man, fucking Nets and Yankees just pissing me the fuck off. Yeah, Kyrie, man. Oh, I'm bro. After we talked about this shit earlier off air, he's annoying. Kyrie, this whole situation is annoying. I'm ready to be done with him. I'm like, yo, if they don't sign him, like they just get rid of him. Not even a trade. I'm talking about not even like just
Buy him
get
out.
rid of him. Yeah, bro. Like he's a head case, bro. And I know you said it millions of times over and over. But me, I was being optimistic because as a Nets fan, and you know in Kyrie's potential, you've seen when he does play and what their the potential they have to be collectively, and he's just fucking that up. Like, bro, like I hear you. I hear your stance. You want to, you don't want to get vaccinated. I hear that, man. But bro, this is your legacy. Like you're a basketball player. You're in the NBA because of your talent, your God-given gift, and you're just throwing that shit away. For what? Like, come on, bro. Like, really? Like, in Howard Bryant, was it Howard Bryant who said it? That someone said to him, another NBA player, that Kyrie's like a contrarian without a point.
A contrarian without a cause.
Without a cause. Bro. Like, come on, dude. What battle? What war are you fighting? I don't know.
I respect Howard Bryant so much. I hate when I disagree with him, but I know when I disagree with him. Like the thing with Kaepernick, there's been times where he explains it so beautifully because he was talking about when Kaepernick, they gave him the Nike contract and then he saw the commercial and then it was the way I guess the MAGA people responded to that, like, well, we're gonna boycott Nike, like, word. And he felt like, oh no, I was right all along about Kaepernick. It's not Kaepernick that I'm right about, it's about the stance. So there's times where I'm just like, I still disagree with you, but the way he thinks or the way he talks is, if that's the way he thinks, I wish I'm able to think like that. If I hope that I'm thinking like that, because he seems like that is what I think like, and I hope
he has a great book. His last book he put out, Full Dissident. I have it. It's excellent.
Really?
Yeah. And I gotta be honest, I didn't finish reading it, but what I read, and I've had it for like the last, I want to say, a year and a half when it came out. Man, it's really good. And I think that's when I gave him, I spoke about it on Twitter. That's when he started following me. Yo, because he talks about Muhammad Ali and he talks about all players standing up and Colin Kaepernick and shit like that. Yo, you will love it. You gotta check that shit out, bro.
So look, you just roll the carpet right up. Now, with Kyrie, I thought about it today. I can understand your optimism a little more now because it's not like with Ben Simmons where this guy is not like Ben Simmons is not a reluctant star. He loves the spotlight. Clearly, he's dating the model chicks. He's dating whoever's famous, the Kardashian. But he's a reluctant athlete. Like Kyrie is not reluctant at getting better. You can't get better at basketball for a guy his size scoring the way he does. Only thing stopping him is God interfered and gave him some injuries or whatever it is. That's the only thing stopping Kyrie, and obviously himself not getting on the court. So he's way too stubborn, and that's what I always read about him. I mean, I always say we came out of Cleveland. I was on his side about why he wanted to leave. I understood that, and then he got traded to Boston. I thought he was going to be. We all thought he would be in a better position because we thought especially the administration in Boston was going to be better than Cleveland. Right. But it was that like exit interview on First Take that pissed me off about Kyrie Irving, bro. Because the way he was talking was as if he was above Max Kellerman. I'm just like, yo, he's just asking you, how's your day going, bro? What do you like? Where do you get off talking like that? Then he followed up with the flat earth thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It might have been right around that time. But it was just like
shit crazy for that too.
I mean, I can understand a lot of these guys. He's 28, 29 right now. So that might have been 3-4 years ago already. He's 24, 25. I might have been going through that same phase at 24, 25 years.
He's going through the knowledge of self. He's finding himself. He's reading some books. And you got all these different type of shits you falling in line with. And yeah, I know. We all been there.
Same thing with Kaepernick. So I understood Kaepernick that. But after a while, and it's hard, again, they're in their 20s, man. So it is hard for us to just be judging them like that. That is foul. True. You judge me in my 20s, man. I probably would have been worse than Kyrie. Like, I would have been violent against a reporter. Like at his level, hold on, who are you to talk to me like that? But that's the difference, though. The difference between me and Kyrie, I'm way more argumentative, and I would have been there like dishing it out to all these reporters.
Yo, fuck you,
Yeah.
fuck you, fuck you.
What do you know?
Who's next?
You came to watch me. I would have just been crazy, and maybe that's the other part about it. But I said it from the beginning. Is it really worth, even if you win a championship this year? Is this really worth it? You want to go this route and win a championship? I don't think so. You have to win 3 in a row to go to even deal with all of this and be worth it. Ain't no way. It's like dealing with dealing with a chick. She just can't be bad. She gotta have money. She better provide something else besides being bad. Everything better be good. Everything better be good. Besides her being crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're dealing with Kyrie. You just ain't, and like I said, he's not the generational talent. He's not that. James Harden is closer to that, and Durant is definitely, if not that, close to it. So I always felt like, why do you need Kyrie? Why? Especially once you got Harden.
Listen,
you know how I felt about the Crybaby brothers. I never wanted them on my team, ever. Not them two together.
But bro, you see what happens when they're not crying, and this is my perspective, because I know their potential. I've seen it. We've seen it last season when they're not crying and you fucking playing ball and you're doing your thing and you're collectively coming together like, yo, we trying to get this chip. It's just scary hours, for real. The fact that you letting all this go for these stances that in the next few years, you probably won't even feel like, yo, what was I thinking? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like he's in his 20s. He's going through a phase. He's getting knowledge yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're going through a transitional period in your life. You're trying to find yourself. I get it. But, man, you're an NBA superstar. Like, you're in a position a lot of people are not in. And you're throwing it away. You're throwing it away, man. It's as a Nets fan, it's like, damn, man, I've been defending this guy for the longest, and then it's like at this point, it's like it's hard to defend him anymore. What else? What is there to say? Like, what positive can I lean on? And like, all right, what's my argument for this? Like, it's bad, bro. Because now you're not going to be there at all. You can't participate in practice. You can't play. You know, if it goes the way it's going, you're giving up 41 home games. 41. And then depending on where you go, if you go to California, then that's another few games right there. So you're talking about road games as well. So, bro, what's the point of having you? And now we got a player like Cam Thomas, and we got a loaded lineup. You got Aldridge back. You bring in Millsap. You got better defensively. You got a Patty Mills. You can have Patty Mills and Cam Thomas run the second team with a Millsap and, you know what I'm saying, a few other players. You got Brown still. You re-signed Brown. Like, man, the Nets are going to be all right without Kyrie. I mean, you're right. I think you're right, bro. I think they don't really need him. That's why I'm at this point where, like, not even trade. I don't want Ben Simmons. Fuck Ben Simmons. They can keep Ben Simmons.
Well, they lost. The thing with that was, for me, it wasn't just a straight-up trade for Ben Simmons. They had the leverage on Philly. All they do was call Daryl Morey up and be like, listen, you want to get rid of him. You want Kyrie? All right, well, we need a couple of draft picks. Let's involve a third team and get some more, additional shooting, whatever it is. They had the leverage, but now you ain't got no leverage if you're the Nets. And that's why Sean Marks was mad at Durant. At a certain point, maybe he'll wait it out and be like, you see, I'm not going to say I told you so, but we got to talk business. You can't win when you're man. Like, at this point, if he's not even here, it is what it is. It's basically you and Harden anyway. So why not get him and add to the team? It only makes sense. Like, no disrespect to your man. It's not your call. We don't want to make it your call. We know that's your boy, but it's business.
Yeah. I mean, nah, I get it. Nah, I agree. But it's just Ben Simmons, though. It could be anybody. I just something about Ben Simmons, bro.
No, at this point, to be honest, I'm done with that character too. This guy got some nerve. Enough is enough,
Oh
bro.
yeah, today too with him. Yeah.
I don't. What happened today? Oh, we tried to ask for his money back.
Yeah.
You lose.
Oh, he reached out. He was like, "Oh, so I don't get that money? Like I lose that money out?" Yeah.
They weren't playing.
Yeah, you don't get that.
And you better prove you vaccinated because you losing 192nd of your money. But I'm done with him because looking back on it, I know. Shout out to All Ball 1977. I had him on the Friendly Fire joint.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of calls him corny, and he kind of like. At the end of the day, Embiid has gotten better. I don't know what anybody's talking about. Embiid got better in my book.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's putting his damn life on the line. He went out there with a sprained MCL, maybe even a tore one in the playoffs.
Who's saying different?
My man All Ball and people on Twitter. They
Embiid?
Yeah. Listen, he's a character. Anybody who's willing to be a wrestler and take on a spotlight like that, and then you go out and you try to win. Bro, he said, "Yo, I try to shoot more threes for him. We got rid of Jimmy Butler for you. He's calling you out now. I gotta appreciate that because I try to be nice. Kid gloves are off now, buddy. I'm calling you out. Jimmy Butler called him out first.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So we got rid of him for you. We're tailoring the team around you. So for you to say we're not accommodating you, you're out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciated that. I just think Doc Rivers is the wrong guy to orchestrate all of that because he's not helping them. I don't see how he's not a point guard. And you had the same issue in the Clippers where everybody was the same thing Ben Simmons is going through. Blake Griffin went through. He didn't get better. And where was the pressure on him? And everybody was calling him soft. So Doc Rivers has an issue with motivating those players that can't be motivated. I mean, I'm sure that's an issue for most players, but at this point, doesn't Doc Rivers have more cachet than a Ben Simmons? Like we consider Doc Rivers a better coach than Ben Simmons is as a player, right?
Of course, yeah.
But why at this point? Because he won the ring.
I mean, but what has Ben Simmons proven?
Okay, I agree. We agree about that. So what is Doc Rivers proven?
He won a ring.
Not without Tibbs.
Not
you know
without
what I'm saying?
Tibbs.
So I can see why Philly. Can you see them still calling each other up to see if they can make a trade happen? Philly and Brooklyn. I'm just asking because who does any one of them have the leverage calling any team?
No, I don't think so. Not at this point. I don't think anybody wants Ben Simmons at this point, man. Like what team is going to take him in and be like, all right, we could deal with it, deal with the BS. I don't see. I see I can see him buckling under pressure and coming to camp and eating shit and playing in Philly this year.
If I'm Brooklyn, I'm calling Sacramento up. I'm trying to get that.
De'Aaron Fox?
Maybe De'Aaron Fox, but I don't know if he plays alongside Harden that well. I don't like him with Harden because De'Aaron Fox plays the ball, plays with the ball, holds the ball. That kid Halliburton. Let me tell you something. He plays off the ball. Too dope. You have him, forget about it.
Yeah, but you know what, Ray? I don't think the Nets need anybody, bro.
Of course they don't. No, but would it hurt to add addition by addition?
Well, who wants Kyrie right now, bro? Who's gonna take Kyrie and that money?
Well, there's only 1 year left.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. They're trying to extension. Okay.
I can't see Sacramento just giving up Halliburton like that. You can't do that, especially for a guy who's on a rental. But that is what that is.
And then you don't know what you're gonna get from Kyrie.
But it doesn't matter. If it's 1 year left, that is the bargaining chip. You're taking 30 million off your I can see the Knicks doing that and removing 30 million off the salary cap at the end of the year.
Knicks would be stupid.
Remember, it's not for the player, it's for the money. It's coming off the books at the end of the year.
Coming off the book, okay.
Yeah, so that's 30 million less, depending on who we have to trade. And then the outside chance that Kyrie says, I'm gonna get the vaccine now. I'm gonna help them go win. Like it's a win-win at that point. You get the money off the books, and he might be mad enough to go.
So you're gonna have Kyrie after you just signed Kemba Walker.
Listen,
and D Rose.
I've always loved having three guards in this era.
Point guards, I mean,
Yeah. I mean, and it's not
Kyrie's
even
not really a point guard. I mean, he plays more like a shooting guard.
yeah, but they're all
to
ball
me.
dominant. That's really
Yeah.
yeah. And the Grimes kid is all right. I want to see him, pan out also with and I want to see quickly having another year like that. I mean, I don't see the Knicks doing it because of the dysfunction, but I can see these, anybody taking on that contract because it's only 30 million and it's only 1 year. He's out of there. Why not? Detroit. Who else? The Lakers. The Lakers would definitely do it. Definitely do it. Their salary cap's too crazy. The Clippers would definitely do it.
Yeah, I don't see them doing that. The Clippers might do it. I don't see the Lakers doing that.
If they can't offer anything. And maybe
Yeah.
the Clippers. Maybe the
Yeah.
Clippers.
I don't know.
So yeah, shout out to All Ball. He was on the Friendly Fire joint. He's gonna be one of our I say basketball aficionados. And who else we got? I talked about the Chappelle thing. I was gonna talk about the Mets starting their GM search, but I'd rather have Billy Bean than anybody else. If we're gonna, that's open and shut case. I don't need.
Is that gonna happen?
I hope so. They would just have to give up, I think, a draft pick to the Oakland Athletics. Because Theo Epstein to me comes off like a bit of a diva. And
Theo Epstein?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see him staying in working for the MLB.
He's chilling.
Yeah, he's chilling. He got 2 teams out of their curses, the Cubs and Red Sox. What more can you ask for, man? His legacy is solidified.
But if he does that in Queens, he'd be that's bigger than Boston. That's bigger than Chicago. Ain't nothing like New York. Nothing like New York.
Yeah,
damn near 30-year curse. Nah, ain't nothing like that. The Boston thing was crazy because it was almost 100 years. Ain't nothing like winning in New York. I don't care what anybody says. No city is like this. None.
None.
When the Giants won, it was something different. If the Knicks win a championship, imagine. Forget about it. Even if Brooklyn wins, it ain't the Knicks. It ain't the Knicks.
But I'd rather see it. But I know what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, because their name is Brooklyn. Like if it was,
watch it, nigga. It's fucking Queens guy.
It's not the Queens Mets. It's the New York Mets. You want to bring us on home?
Yeah. Oh man, watching sidebar. Fucking Rush Hour 3 is on TV. And Don Cheadle, he owns the Asian gambling spot. Anyway, sidebar. Let's go home. Live and direct.
I had Mel over Dave.
Yeah, what's up? Yo, I haven't spoken to Mel, man. I have not spoken to Mel.
I text him. He say everything's good, family's good. But you just sidebar.
Yeah, me and Mel, we'll talk like in the DM or whatever. He'll send me some crazy ass post, shit like that. But I haven't spoken to him though.
He always does, and it's always like at some inopportune time, and I can't load it, and I'm like, whatever. And then it's 5 minutes out of nowhere. Like, it's not even 30 seconds, Mel.
Nah, you know what's funny about Mel? Mel sends me clips because I guess me and you are active on social media and shit. Mel sends me clips of shit I seen like 2 years ago, a year ago. I'm like, and he be he sent the laugh emojis, and I'm like, and I'll be at work or wherever I'm at. I'm like, yeah, I seen this shit like 2 years ago. Like, yeah, it's just funny. I don't know, he's funny like that.
Thanks, Marty McFly. Like, you hit the time machine. Mel, we got listen, man. Mel's coming up.
We got to get him on here, man.
You got to be on a movie or something. Maybe the Sopranos thing. What else is coming out?
Yo, did you watch that yet?
No.
I
heard bad reviews about it.
Yeah, I heard mixed things. But it's something it's on the list I watched this weekend.
My shit I want to watch is something called Gomorrah. I've been hearing good things about that on HBO Max.
Gomorrah.
Some gangster shit.
I gotta check that too.
Yeah, everybody's talking about Squid Games though.
Yo, yeah, on Netflix. I gotta watch that. I see it's trending. Yo, you know what I did watch over the weekend? Is a show on Netflix called Midnight Mass. Yo, bro, that shit is wild. It's a horror series. It's about the people that made the haunting of Bly House and the haunting of what was the other shit. But yeah, those are both Netflix series. They're like anthology series, and this one was crazy. I was like, yo, it was unexpectedly good. And I binged it. I watched the whole shit in like one night, like Saturday night. I just stood up. I was like, gosh, this is crazy.
Yeah. And we're saying I gotta do that. I gotta you know, all I do is watch like interviews and well, I just say I was watching Tony La Russa and Dusty Baker.
Dusty Baker shit.
Yeah, she said you gotta grow up. You gotta like not grow up. You said be a child.
But that's what you love, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah, but I can see you know taking a break, you know, giving your brain a break from like reality for a second. And I guess we always did that. Imagine what we did. That's what my book was originally about. Like, you know, 10,000 years ago, what did we do? It wasn't no movies, right? Everybody sat around a campfire, or somehow you told a story to a kid so they can calm down and go to sleep. Somebody was great at that. Like, yo, call us the story wizard, and he would come over to the cave or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit, past the time,
buddy. Way past the time.
Past the time. That's crazy.
Oh, that's what you want to.
Past the time. That's a dope.
There you go. It's a freebie. Here you go.
Come on. You know what I mean? I don't see what time it is because you ain't catching me, federales. We ain't even talking about the Facebook thing. Crazy.
We're going to that right now.
I mean, Facebook is wild. I just think they're extorting Mark Zuckerberg, and they're watching us. We're on StreamYard right now. StreamYard, from what I see, isn't owned by any of the big companies yet, but they will be. Amazon, somebody's gonna buy them out. Facebook, somebody's gonna buy them out because they gotta watch.
Either way, we're all getting Zucker fucked.
Yeah. Amazon owns Twitch, by the way. Whoever doesn't know that, they own Twitch, so your kids are being watched by Jeff Bezos. What else? You know, Facebook owns WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook. What else is the big stuff? Twitter is Jack Dorsey, and they're trying to get into cryptocurrency.
Cash App.
Right, he owns Cash App and that. Zelle is all the major banks. They linked up to go against Cash App and PayPal. And what's the other one? Square and PayPal is Jack Dorsey.
Well, Square's, yeah.
It's just so many things. But it's interesting because 10 years ago we knew all of this. Or maybe not everyone didn't know all of it, but Edward Snowden was coming out talking about all this. And it's like nobody cared. Obama called him a criminal, and nobody cared back then. So what are we talking about?
But you know what I mean? Talking the truth.
Yeah, and he used to work for them. So everything that with Mark Zuckerberg, they're saying that I just seen an interview with somebody who used to work for Facebook. Sean Spielman, this guy, Patrick Bet David, Valuetainment, who I think is like he just comes off as a fraud for some reason, but he's like this rich dude apparently.
Who's this?
Patrick Bet David. He interviewed Kobe Bryant, God bless the dead, Kevin Hart. I think not The Rock. Magic Johnson. He interviewed. He's about to have some crazy mafia series. He interviewed Sammy the Bull and Michael Franchese. They sat him down with what's the guy that did Bronx Tale?
Wait, who did Bronx Tale, or the guy who played Sonny?
No, who created it? Sonny is Robert De Niro. No, Sonny is Chaz
Palminteri.
Chaz Palminteri created.
Robert De Niro directed it.
Robert De Niro bought it off of him.
Yeah. Okay.
And he tells that story, but they're all Chaz Palminteri is sitting there, I guess, mediating the thing or narrating a thing between Sammy the Bull and Michael Franchese. Some gangster shit. All these mob dudes are online, by the way. So but anyway, that guy Patrick Bet David, he's producing this whole thing with this mob series. So it's supposed to be like 20 hours worth of footage. And he interviewed the guy Sean Spielman, who's basically like a Facebook whistleblower, right? So he's basically a Facebook snitch. He said he saw everything from pedophilia, the children getting their beaten till their eyes bulge out.
Because they gotta watch all those clips before they get censored and filtered out. Yeah,
Right.
I know people that actually, there's people that's a job, but people sit there all day just clicking, sorting through. That's a crazy. It was a show I was watching,
Black
and
Mirror.
someone had that job, and they was clicking through wild shit, man. And that shit psychologically will fuck you up. I can imagine the people that actually do that job
I probably,
process it.
I would think you get desensitized. Like for some
Yeah,
people,
but man, I couldn't do that shit. Couldn't pay
uh,
me enough to do that.
I think I could. I just don't want to.
You're a sick fuck.
A little bit. I'm joking, guys. Don't come after me. But it's going to be interesting what comes out from Facebook because they were down for 7 hours. So
Yeah,
and supposedly they rebooted their whole master code or some shit like that. Barstool
yeah.
retweeted. That was nuts. So something's going on with them. If we see something happen next with Amazon and Twitter hasn't been down yet. So I don't know if Jack Dorsey feels safe. I think they said Snapchat was down for a second also. But
it felt. But you know what's weird? When everything was down yesterday, I tried to get on Twitter. Twitter was acting slow. Like it was very slow. Like pictures weren't loading, videos weren't loading. I mean, you can get a feed, but it wasn't active. And I reset my phone, thinking it was my phone. It wasn't. So I think it had a. I think something. I think it's something bigger than what really went down. What we know.
with Twitter, they had the most amount of people jumping on Twitter ever.
That's probably slowed it down. So it probably slowed down the servers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And even that shit is like a little bit hard to understand because it's just like at this point, how don't we have enough room? Just like they lying to us about like the bandwidth, how AT&T charges us for the bandwidth or whoever's your cell phone carrier, that they can't handle that. That's a lie. Like they just want to charge to throttle you. They feel crazy, bro. They don't care. They mean the cable companies. Damn, what was that was going on with the piracy when they caught them basically saying the cable companies would give, like, let's say YouTube, they give Google a better path for the bandwidth for us to receive the YouTube and Google. But if you start your own Google, they'll make it harder for you to get for me to get the band. If you own this search company, it'll be hard for me to receive it or to utilize it because Google already they're basically the 1%er.
Yeah, they steer the bandwidth, they steer all that to throttle people. Yeah, that's how they make their money, man. It's a monopoly, bro.
Right, it's oligarchy. But I mean, this is I guess it's gonna be interesting how we're losing our privacy and we're giving it up anyway because we just StreamYarding things to death.
Man, been doing it. It's been losing it.
Yeah. But I think I'm gonna pop a Benny and take it home.
Papa Benny. That Benadryl kick in, bro. Papa Benny and a melatonin while you at it. You really be out. Like,
But yeah, man.
Papa Benny.
Papa Benny.
You wild dude. What the hell? Well, yeah, man. Let's close it out, bro. I know you gotta get that rest, man. Get that R&R, man.
9 to 5 it. 9 to 5 is Soul Survivor.
Yeah, man. All right, yo. This is dope, man. Our first live and direct put in perspective.
It's not our first one.
No?
Yo, we got
before
6 of these when we used to do the Nets live joint.
Oh shit, that's right, bro. It's been that long.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck? I forgot all about Rush Hour 3, bro. I'm just sorry. I'm watching that shit like sporadically. I forgot all about this shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, yo, closing it out, live and direct, put it in perspective. Yankees lose. Mets been done. All we have to look forward to now, Knicks and Nets. Giants and Jets won this weekend. I mean, but there's not really much to look out for there. So
they're horrible.
Yo, New York sports is gonna be until NBA starts. New York sports radio is gonna be just miserable.
Yeah, because they're gonna
try to avoid it.
Yeah, they're gonna. It's the Kyrie thing's getting repetitive. Hopefully they move on. And then with
Yep,
the
they're gonna
Knicks,
beat that. Beat
yeah,
that in so it's beat the dead horse of Kyrie, Knicks and Nets, Giants and Jets who are miserable. Like it's just the Yankees fucked up everything. Is what it is. I got a lot of merch. You know how much Yankee merch I bought in the last like month or two? I
really,
got an L Yankee jacket, bro. You gotta see this shit, bro. I've been wanting this shit for like 2 years. I finally got it. Like, the Letterman jacket with the leather sleeves. Like the high school jackets, like the Yankee shit. That shit's oh well. Fucking Yankees. I'm pissed, bro. I'm really if it wasn't thank you, bro. If it wasn't for you to convince me to do this live, I'd be fucking sitting here pissed right now, bro. I would be cursing. I'm a very passionate fan. Like I'm the guy that curses at the TV. When we start winning, I'm jumping up and hitting it like, yeah, wilding out, waking the kids up, making the kids put on Yankee gear. I do all that shit. I'm that guy. I'm that fan. If we ain't do this live, bro, I'll be a miserable motherfucker right now. Straight up, I would not be smiling and shit.
by the way, I will be extorting some more fellow coworkers to subscribe. It's happening.
Yo, man. Well, let's go. Let's wrap it up, man. Live and direct, put his perspective. It's your boy Bmad. It's my brother Raymundo Telemundo. Hit your SAP button. Till next time, we out of here, y'all. Peace.
It's